Good afternoon on a gorgeous Sunday. Wonderful day for sports outside. Season winding down, Shore Conference Tournament final on Tuesday, St. John Vianney and Donovan. Then right into state tournament after that. Today I have a special guest, junior from Raritan, Julia DelMasto. Julia, thank you for joining me today.
Hi, thank you.
So let's start off. We'll talk about this season. The girls had pretty good run in the middle of the season, and then it's been a little back and forth now. Win lose a little bit. But how do you think you're playing so far this season?
For me, I think I've been playing pretty good. My hitting has been good. A lot of singles, base hits, all that. Yeah.
Yes, I actually updated the stats last night, and I actually added. I'm going to do hit leaders for each division. You are actually the hit leader for A Central, so that's a pretty good accomplishment with RBC in that you got couple good hitting teams in that division. So
Yeah.
and that, and you're top 10 in stolen bases too. So um, I noticed a couple girls on your team. Is that a strategy that coach has, like a lot of stolen bases? Because there's a couple girls that quite a few stolen bases this season. Is that a strategy that Raritan plays?
No, not like I kind of do it on my own
Okay.
sometimes. He'll let us steal like most times, but I'd rather like do it on my own, get mine.
Okay. One game I want to talk about, unfortunately, is the Central Regional game. Now, I have my opinion on that game. I thought the strike zone was very, very tiny for the
Yes,
pitcher.
very tiny.
And your pitcher, she's not a power pitcher. She hits the corners. She's good with her changeup and keeping them off balance. Do you think, you don't have to talk about that game, but do you think it's a disadvantage when you have a pitcher like that and the strike zone is so tiny? Because it's kind of forcing her to throw it right down the middle where
Yes.
she's not known for throwing gas every pitch like some other pitchers are. So I was a little disappointed in that when I saw that right off the first inning. Now, as a hitter, how do you adjust to something like that? Where the strike zone is very, very tiny.
Honestly, you just have to be aware of like where they're gonna pitch it and swing to like wherever it's closest
Now
and get
you,
your legs in.
now you, Rary, to me, they're pretty. You girls are pretty aggressive at the plate. Usually jumping on a good pitch right away, so it doesn't affect. Now, what do you think playing in that game? Your girls go up 4-0 in the first, and then Beth hit the 3-run homer. How is it, playing in a game like that where you jump out and then all of a sudden your team, the bats kind of slow down after that, after the first inning?
I think we just lost a lot of energy after she hit the home run and we just felt defeated. And that was it. And that happens a lot in our games where we're like up winning and then we think that, oh, this is easy and we're up and then we slowly start to fall and our bats start to stop.
Now, I was at the Wall game early in the year, and kind of the opposite happened, where the bats weren't hitting in the first, and then all of a sudden they had a couple errors, and then your girls' bats just exploded, hitting the gap. So I guess it kind of works both ways there, and they have a pretty good pitcher too over there.
Yes.
All right, let's start. How old were you when you first started playing softball?
I was 4 years old, T-ball.
T-ball,
Yes.
good old T-ball. Did you do any other sports when you were younger?
No, I didn't. I just did softball.
Just softball? What was it
Yes.
about softball that's your sport that's the sport you love to play?
My sister used to play when she was younger, so I would always go to her games and watch her, and I found enjoyment in it. And then she stopped playing, and then I just kept going.
How old's your sister?
She's 20 now.
Well, were you two very competitive growing up?
No, not at all. I was always the competitive one, and she was never.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's that's funny. You're probably the first one to say that, actually. Usually everyone says it's usually like a war outside, so
No, we're completely opposite.
okay. It's what my older niece is athletic, my younger niece is just a dancer, but they tear each other's heads off whenever they're playing any sport. It's pretty funny, especially since especially one doesn't play sports. So
No, that doesn't happen between us.
okay. How have your parents helped you along the way? Because I know travel ball could get, busy traveling and training, going all over the place. How have your parents impacted you?
They've helped me a lot. They gave me confidence. My dad is my coach,
Okay.
so he does help me a lot. Takes me out to hit, swing, make sure like my Twitter and everything's good, and like travel me everywhere. So,
Yes, different from when I was in Twitter is social medias are very big in the recruitment process these days where
yes,
I did not have to deal with social media growing up. Has
very
he
big.
has he always been your coach?
Always. There was a
Okay.
time where he said he wasn't going to coach, and then he wound up coaching anyway. So,
That sounded like my father with my sister in soccer, where he said he wasn't going to coach and he just kept on coaching. What current team are you on?
18U, New Jersey Cheetahs, Gonzalez.
Cheetahs Gonzalez. Is Gabby Gonzalez on it from St. John Vianney? Is that
Yes,
okay? Is there a lot of short conference kids on that team?
a lot. Yes,
Okay. Okay. Um, yeah,
but
I'm new to softball, so I'm learning travel ball and coaches and teams. So how many short conference kids are on that team?
oh, we'll get Danny Forrester,
Okay, from
Nicole
national.
Biglio, Riley Lawrence,
Okay.
Isabel Catalona, Gabby Gonzalez, obviously, Elizabeth Figliolino, Madison McDougall.
So you got kids pretty much all over too.
Yes,
So that's good. Now I asked this to the previous person I interviewed. Now, when you face your teammates in high school, how competitive does it get?
competitive. Yes. And whenever anything happens, we always bring it up, make fun of each other. Like if Madison would strike one of us out, or Madeline Boyce, who's also on my team, would
Okay.
strike any of us out. Yeah.
So you have two pretty good pitchers on that team right there.
Yes.
Oh, okay. How old were you when you started playing travel ball?
6.
6? Oh, so you started travel ball pretty young
Pretty
compared to
young.
some.
Yeah.
So, okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
My Bella Plath, who's on Raritan, her
Hmm.
dad was a coach and like brought me onto that team.
Hmm.
And I was like always the youngest one, but
Yeah. All right. That's how you get better. You play up. I never understood kids, the parents who held kids back to play younger, but that's how you get better. Play the older kids.
yes.
All right. Now you're going into high school as a freshman. What goals did you set for yourself that you wanted to accomplish?
For softball,
It could be softball, academic, whatever, both.
well, for softball, I really wanted to improve myself and show the coaches like what I'm capable of doing as a freshman. Um, and show them that like I have a good at bat, I am a good outfielder. And then for school, get my grades like high honors, all 4 marking periods.
You said your dad helped you, with social media and all that. Did he? I guess he told you high grades help you get further in college,
Yes,
get more.
GPA.
Yeah, yeah. Especially, college. I talked to a lot of college coaches for soccer and soft basketball. They will tell you high grades. That way they could steal some of the academic money to help.
Yes.
And I don't know how softball works with the scholarship. I know soccer, that's very big because there's not a lot of scholarship money in soccer. You could be an All-American and not really get that much money. So I don't know how softball works. So I'm guessing it just works on the
Yes.
scholarship system.
Yes.
When you were a freshman, any upperclassmen that kind of guided you or helped you if you had questions or if you were nervous, somebody you could go to?
Definitely all the 4 seniors that are seniors now. So Isabella
Okay.
Plath, Scarlett O'Hay, Alexa Basile, and Molly Peters. They definitely guided the way and made me like more comfortable on the team.
Yes, because it could be very nerve-wracking as a freshman.
Yeah,
Um,
very.
Now that team went, hang on, I'm pulling up 17-7. Maybe you could help. Could you explain the Monmouth County tournament to me? Because I am so confused. There's 2 finals. There's a red division and a blue division.
I'm not really sure. That was confusing. We're not in it this year. He didn't
Uh,
put us in it,
okay.
but we were in it last year, and
Yeah.
it was very confusing.
I saw
Yeah.
last year you were one color, and then your freshman year you were another color. And I'm just because St. John Vianney's playing Marlboro in the red final, I think, or maybe the blue final. I don't even know. And then I see these other games going, and I said, "Is there just one final or is 2 finals?" It's very confusing how the Monmouth County
Yes,
tournament
very
is.
confusing. Multiple finals.
Okay, so it's not just me. Okay. So because I asked the coach, I go, if you lose, do you go into the other bracket? And I really never got an answer. So, all right, that's something I gotta look into. So Raritan didn't enter the Monmouth County tournament.
Not this year, no.
Okay. And I don't think RBC did either this year. And I know Donovan did not do the Ocean County final. So I'm be curious. I'll talk to those coaches. I'm curious what the decision is. Pick up other games. Is my assumption. Pick up other
Yes,
games.
I don't know why we weren't in it this year.
Okay. Um. So entering this season, what was something you really wanted to improve on? You know, because you're becoming one of the leaders of the team as a junior. What was something you really wanted to improve on?
Definitely our team energy for like a whole, our team energy, because the past couple years since I was a freshman and a sophomore, our energy was definitely low on the team. And that's why we were just going down as the season went on. And this year I think our energy is a lot better because we have obviously amazing four seniors on the team, and then there's me and another girl that also bring a lot of energy, and that's just like carrying on to the underclassmen to help them and make them understand how like team energy and all of us being together will help the team be better.
That was going to be my next question. How good is the team chemistry, and how much do you think good team chemistry impacts a team?
Definitely a lot. I feel like the more you know each other and the closer you are, the more fun the sport will be and the better you guys will all be together. And I feel like if you're not like that, then it's gonna be boring, like not fun at all.
I've said this on, especially soccer. I've noticed really good teams that have bad chemistry not succeed like they should, and then so-so teams that have great chemistry overachieve. Is that you think that same way softball too?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. Now, going into next year, you're going to be one of the senior leaders. What is something you hope to pass down to the underclassmen?
Again, the energy and then just hitting and like knowing our spots and hitting cuts and all of that.
Yes, I don't know if it was the Central game or game I was at. I heard the coach yelling about missing the cutoff man a couple of times. I don't know.
Oh, yes.
It, you don't realize how as a new like a fan you don't realize how important it is just somebody advancing one base. It could lead, especially when you got good pitchers on the hill, how much one run
Yeah.
how much one run can mean. Now, entering when does state start?
So he wants to pick up a couple of games this week, but I believe it might start
The following.
Friday. It might be
Okay.
Friday.
Okay, I have to look into that. Yeah, it's weird with the short conference tournament dates, the final change and everything. I don't, I don't, I thought state started this week because usually every other sport, the finals on a Friday and then states start on Monday. So,
Yes, I believe they start this week.
this week, okay. And you girls are in group two, Central Jersey group two.
Yes.
Okay, that's pretty tough. A lot of short teams in that. I know from other sports. Wall's probably in there.
Walls in there.
Oof.
RBC, I believe.
Okay. Now, who would you think your big rival is? Team of the
Wall.
play. It is Wall.
Wall.
Yeah,
It's
I figured
definitely
that.
Wall. It's always like back and forth. Like we're always splitting in between. Like they win a game, then we win a game, and it's always really close. Besides the first game this season, but
Okay. Yeah, that was the first time I saw you girls play, and it's the only time I've got to see Wall so far. And after they made those 2 or 3 hours, the bats, you girls, I have to say your team hits the gaps very good, especially
yes.
when the bats and um that kind of sparked because you had like 3 or 4 games in a row where your team was scoring double digits. So that game kind of, you girls went on a really good hitting run.
Yeah,
Um,
it gave us competition. And I also have a girl on my team who plays on that, so it's definitely more of a rivalry against her too.
how many did you clear 100 hits in your career already?
No, I'm at 81 right now, actually.
81. Okay.
Yeah.
And Isabel just got 100
Isabel
hits.
Clapp, yeah, she just
Yeah,
got
sure,
hers too.
sure. You just got okay. Last question for high school. Going your senior year, what goals do you have for yourself or for the team?
For me, definitely to get the 100 hits.
Hmm.
That's a big goal. Winning a lot more games and just having the high energy that we should always have.
Okay. All right. You ready for some rapid fire questions? All right.
Yes.
What's your favorite TV show?
As of right now, Jersey Shore.
Oh my God. No, I've known them for a while, a couple of them. And okay, Jersey Shore. Favorite movie?
Hmm, that's a hard one. Um, Sing 2.
Okay. How about favorite meal or favorite food?
Steak.
You might be the first person to say that, actually. I
Yeah, it's
like
my
that.
favorite food.
I usually get the chicken and the pizza and the sushi, obviously. I like that steak. Any particular steak? Filet mignon?
Filet mignon, yes.
Um, yeah, I'm a big steak, especially when I go out to Vegas. So I go to Gordon's restaurant all the time for the beef
Oh yeah.
Wellington. The beef
I think I've
Wellington.
been there before.
Okay. The one in Vegas or down AC. I know AC has a couple in
It was either
Vegas.
AC or Vegas.
Okay. Yeah, he has a great empire and he makes good food. So,
Yes.
favorite school subject?
English.
English. Something you enjoy to do in your free time when you're not playing softball.
Hang out with friends or shop.
Shop. Okay. What is your go-to song to get you pumped up or focused for a big game?
Hmm. Either The Other Side by Jason Derulo, I don't want to say it, or Safe and Sound by like Capital Cities, I think.
Okay. Let's just say 99% of the time I have no idea what the athlete tells me their songs are. So, last question for this. When your playing career is over, do you want to stay involved with the sport, like coaching or training?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right, let's talk your future. Now, obviously, junior year, big year, starting to talk to colleges and stuff. What are you looking at when you're looking at campuses that you could say, I could spend my next 4 or 5 years, however it is these days in college?
Definitely not something big because since I was growing up in Hazlitt, it's a very small town, not a lot of people. So I feel like if I go into like a big campus, I might get overwhelmed. And I just feel like having like I have a smaller school, Raritan's very small, and going to a smaller campus, I think I'd like more.
Does location matter or?
Definitely not somewhere far, somewhere close in New Jersey.
Okay. Do you know what you want to study?
Diagnostic studies, and ultrasound.
Okay, so what would you do with the so ultrasounds, obviously, I'm guessing. Oh,
Yes.
so is that more a nursing or is that like a specialty? I don't
Mm,
I guess nurses don't really do that. That's like a specialty almost,
like
right?
yeah, like
Ultrasound.
sonogram, like
Yeah.
sonogram.
Okay. All right. Here's my last question. What
Okay.
advice would you give your younger self?
To always work hard and to never give up, even through like the hard paths with softball, especially. Don't quit and never give up.
Okay. Do you want to give a prediction on Tuesday's final? You don't have to. I don't want to put you on the spot.
Who's playing SBV
Yeah.
and
Donovan. So
Donovan?
it's a
That's
team,
gonna be
but
a good game.
they are completely different teams too. Like
Yeah.
SJV, very good pitching, and Donovan is one of the best hitting teams I've seen. Like
Yes.
like one
I'm
through
gonna
nine.
say, hmm.
They had
I'm
5 home runs in the semifinal.
5-3 SJV.
Okay. Okay. I am looking forward to that game. It'll be the first time we've seen SJV this season. So
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be there.
okay. I'm sure that's one thing I noticed with softball. A lot of like big games, I noticed players from
Big crowd.
all over players are
Oh,
coming.
yes.
And I'm assuming travel ball has a lot to do with that, wanting to support your travel teammates and
Yeah, we all support each other.
yeah, that's pretty cool. That's something I see it a lot in Tom's River for soccer. The Tom's River schools are always together, but you don't usually, see the AAU really travel, so that's pretty cool that you girls get that softball community has that special bond.
Yes, we have a very close bond, our travel team.
That's good. All right, Julia, I appreciate you taking time out today,
Thank
and I
you.
I wish Raritan luck once the state playoff starts. Do you know when the cutoff was? I don't, because I know there's cutoff for points and seeding.
No,
So
I don't know when that is.
I'll have to find that. Yeah, this is all by next year I'll be an expert in softball. So
Yeah.
all right, Julia, thank you for taking time out today and good luck
Thank you
the
for
rest of your
having
life.
me.
No problem.